Noise canceling headphones are getting better and better every year, and these new Sony WF-1000XM4s are no exception to the upgrade from the XM3s from Sony. Hi and what's up? Welcome back. This is Anthony with Everything Practical, and today I'm going to be doing a review on these headphones. I'll also be going through the settings that I've found to be optimal and giving you my thoughts. Without further ado, let's get right on into it. So the packaging of the box is quite small and quite nice. I've never seen the packaging of headphones quite so small. So when you take off the top, your headphones are right here in the top and already inside the case. Mine came with the charge already, so they're more or less ready to go. Underneath the top, you have your instructions and how to connect. These are also all of the manuals that you need if you want to use them. And finally, you also have a charging cable, and you have different size earbuds if the medium ones that are already in the headphones don't fit. Now to change these, it's very simple. You take your earbud, you pop one out, you can pull it. It might seem a little tough, but it's not going to hurt anything. You take your other one, and then you just line it up and push it in. You can give it a little test, and if you can pull it off, it's not in, so just give it a little press until you feel that it's nice and in there. Give it a little tug, and then when it's not coming off, you know it's in there very nicely. Now while I'm talking about the earbuds, I will say that this is kind of like a memory foam, which is very nice inside of the ear. Now as you figure to charge the earbuds, you just put them in the case. The right one in the right side and the left one in the left side. When you do need to charge them, you just flip this around and your USB-C port is on the back. Plug that in, let it charge for a couple hours, and then they should be all charged up. And that's it for the box. Nice, easy, straightforward. So that's everything that comes with it. Next, I'd like to talk about the style, because this is much improved over the last version. And I also think they look pretty good compared to any other headphones. You can easily put them in by pushing them in from the bottom into your ear and then adjusting to where it's resting up against your ear. Now as you can see, these fit very nice inside of your ear. They don't protrude very much out from the side, so if you're looking directly on to the face of somebody, you don't really see them sticking out like these big old fat earbuds. I also think the weight is very nice. They're very light and they don't feel like they're going to fall out. And actually these are stuck in pretty well, so I think the comfort is also very nice. As you saw with what comes in the box, they also have different earbud pieces you can put onto the headphones to maximize the comfort. In case the ones are too small or too big, you can adjust between 3 different ranges of the sides of the earbuds. Now the battery life on these is rated for 8 hours with an additional 16 hours worth of charging with the battery inside of the case. So you can have a total of 24 hours of use with these headphones. This is right on par with the last ones, but I think 24 hours is a very good amount of time for wireless headphones. Keep in mind, as they are wireless, you're not going to be able to use them maybe on a plane for when you want to connect into the monitor on the seat in front of you. But if you bring along your phone or a tablet, you're obviously able to connect these wirelessly and watch anything you need to on there. The pairing with these is flawless and very fast. If you have a device that it's already paired to and within the range of the device, as soon as you put these on, they pair right away. I'll do a quick test. You won't be able to hear this, but when I put them on, it'll tell me that it's connected and they're on. Bluetooth connected is the first thing it says, and it's already done. It tells you the battery status, and then you're ready to start listening to whatever you want to, or just use the noise canceling. So to further show you the features of these headphones, I'm going to show you how to navigate inside of the Sony Headphones app. Let's turn it around and look right into that. And when you have these headphones and you need to do any updates, you will need to get the Headphones app by Sony. So be sure you download that, and let's go into the app now. So inside of the app, you're only able to connect to the device if the headphones are in your ears, if that's the setting. But for now, since that's how mine are, I'm going to go ahead and put these in, and then we can adjust the settings. So when you come into the app, you're able to see the charge of your headphones and the charge of your case. You're also able to adjust the sound control. If you're playing any music or anything, this would be noted also right here on the screen. If you want to go into your adaptive sound control settings, you can go in here. And the first option is whether or not you want to turn the adaptive sound control on or off. When you turn this on, it'll ask you if you want to use this with it knowing your location. That means it'll start learning where you are and in certain times, in certain locations, it'll automatically adjust the noise canceling. I choose not to do this because I don't want the app constantly looking at where I am. If you want this, you can also toggle this later on. So I'm going to go ahead and deny this. We go back and then we go into sound. This is where you can choose your level of noise canceling. Right now I'm in ambient sound. And what ambient sound is when you have the headphones in, it amplifies everything that's outside through the speaker so you can hear it. And this is nice if you're in an area and you don't want everything to be completely dampened, and then you can still hear what's going on in your surroundings. If you go in this ambient sound 15, the higher the number, the more it amplifies the outside noise, and the lower, the more sound cancellation you have. For my ambient sound, I find it nice to have it at a higher number so I can hear what's going on. You can also change your noise canceling directly in the app. You can click on noise canceling and this will turn on noise canceling. Now if you find that the wind is causing an issue, you can also choose this, but I don't find this to be very helpful. The last is off, and this turns off any adaptive sound or noise canceling, and they're just like regular headphones. There's also a very nice feature of speak to chat. When you have this feature on, when you start speaking, it'll turn ambient sound off so you can hear what's going on and you're able to hear yourself and whoever you're speaking to a lot better. Next is the equalizer. There are quite a few modes you can choose from. My recommendation is that you just go through these different modes and choose which one sounds best for you. You're also able to change the bass level here. To change the bass amount, you click on the gear wheel here at the bottom and then you adjust your clear bass up and down. I found that +9 is nice for my listening style. In Bluetooth connection quality, you can choose whether you have priority on sound quality or on a stable connection. If you find that your connection is going in and out, I would suggest to select stable connection, otherwise choose sound quality. To set up the 360 audio, you can analyze your ears and also install 360 in your apps. I have this turned off because I don't find a need to use it for my listening. Lastly, you can check into your system, and this is where you can choose what the functions do when you touch. And what that means is when you touch the outside of the earphone like this, it goes into a function. I have my left turned on to the ambient sound, noise canceling, and off. So when I touch these, it cycles through them. One touch, it goes to the noise canceling. The next touch, it goes to ambient sound. And then the third touch, everything turns off. If you don't like the settings that it has, then you can change them here in the app. You go into it and then you click at the top, you see left and right. You can toggle back and forth, and then you see the function. So right now I'm on the left ear. You can choose the function on which one you prefer. If you have the ambient sound control, it tells you what the operations are. If you tap, you have noise canceling, ambient sound, and off. For the right ear, you can choose any of the others, or if you prefer, you can have them not assigned. One nice thing about the ambient sound control, I recommend that you have all of them, as there's sometimes that you're going to want noise canceling, ambient sound, or off as an option. You don't want to have to always come back into the app when you want to change all of these settings. You also have automatic power off. I think this is very nice. When you take the headphone off, it automatically turns one of the headphones off. You can also have this to pause when the headphones are taken off, but I like when I take one headphone off, I'm still able to hear what's going on. If you don't like this, change the setting. And then the last options are your notification and voice guide if you want English or any other language. You have automatic download software, and you can choose this on or off. Now, all in all, I am very, very happy with these headphones. There are very few things that I dislike about them, but let me go over some final pros and cons before I give you my final thoughts. The pros is I've really liked the update of these for the style and the comfort compared to the outgoing model. These are very, very comfy, and I really like how they feel when they're in the ear. I have tried putting my head down on a pillow, and I also don't find them uncomfortable, so I think if you want to use these while you're sleeping, you can also use them like that. I also really like the size of this carrying case. It easily fits into a pocket. In that case, it fits into anything bigger than a pocket very easily, so if you're traveling or want to just take them along with you anywhere, you can easily throw them into your pocket or bag, and they're a very good travel companion. And finally, what also was very nice is the sound quality coming out of these headphones. It's very nice. It is rated for high-res audio, but of course, they're only headphones, the drivers are only so big, so you're only going to get a maximum audio quality out of them. But they're mainly for your average listener that is also after very nice noise canceling, which leads me right into the next topic of the noise canceling, because the noise canceling is the best I've heard out of any headphone that I've tested. I've tested mainly Sony headphones, but I've also heard some Bose products, and these do a fantastic job. I do think these offer a step up in noise canceling of the outgoing model, and in my test I was very surprised with how much noise canceling gives you. I tried to do a decibel test, but it was really difficult to try to find the exact amount of decibels that these reduce the noise by. But in the end, I think you'll be very impressed with the noise canceling that these offer. Now actually with these headphones, I only have a couple cons to point out. One is again the case, but not because of the size or anything, because of the quality of the case. It's made out of quite a cheap plastic, and you'll feel that as soon as you pick it up. It does have a nice texture, but you also feel how flimsy it is when you have it in hand. Inside there's some very thin plastic as a protection for the headphones, but in the end it's a case. It's to keep the headphones protected, and I think it will do that job. After you have it in a bag or a pocket, I think it's going to get roughed up a bit. I've had these for about 3 weeks now, and they already have scratches all over the case, so durability is pretty poor, but in the end it doesn't need to look pretty when all you're doing is wearing the headphones. Another negative, and I think it's just something that comes along with noise canceling headphones, is that when you have either adaptive sound or noise canceling on, is very poor. So that means if you're outside and it's windy, you're going to hear the wind quite harshly in your ear. Now, a trick to get around this is to turn off the noise canceling and to turn off the adaptive sound, and then they act like regular headphones with no noise canceling or no adaptive sound, and then you don't hear the wind noise. So there is a small solution for the problem. And lastly, you don't have multiple device pairing, so you only be able to connect to one device at a time. When you need to connect to a new device, you have to unpair these from one current device and then reconnect to your other one. Perhaps this can be fixed in an update, but so far this hasn't been released for this model. Now my final thoughts on these are that I really like them. I would recommend them over any of the outgoing models, and all in all, I'm very impressed with this package. I think right now with the new price of around $280 to $300 US, that they're very expensive, and I don't quite think they're worth that much. So right now in the middle of 2021, if you're able to get them around $250 or less, that's going to be a very nice selling point. Now towards the end of 2021, if you have a coupon or anything to one of your stores that you buy this at, and you're able to get it for closer to $200, I think these are a no-brainer for that price. I think this is really a no-brainer compared to other headphones you're going to find in that price range, and I would highly recommend them. Now if you really need corded headphones, obviously don't go this route, but if you're looking for a noise canceling or in-ear headphone for this size, then in your price range, I say absolutely go for it. You will not be disappointed in your decision. And lastly, are these little guys practical? I think so. Now I do lots of traveling in planes and trains where there's quite a lot of noise, and I'm really happy to have a nice pair of noise canceling headphones where I could pop these in and boom, the sound drops significantly. As soon as I put on some music, or if I'm watching any video or YouTube, then the noise is almost completely gone. So I hope this video was helpful for you. If you have any additional comments of something that I didn't cover in this video, do be sure to leave a comment in the comment section below. If you found any use out of this video, I hope you give it a thumbs up. It helps promote this video so others can see it. If you think a friend of yours or family would find this video also helpful, be sure to share it with them. If you'd like to see more content like this, I hope you consider subscribing to the channel. And as always, stay practical, and I'll see you in the next one.